Julie's back from Mostly Caffeinated Librarian. Did I make a new channel? Did I not? Who knows? But I'm back in the library doing some more work today. I remembered to turn my camera landscape. Goodness sakes alive. And I am staring at kind of a puzzle. I don't know what to do with this space. I'm trying to figure out what to do over here. I had to back up, I guess. This is the area I was working on the other day. And I want to move this furniture and this furniture. And my outlets available in this room are down here and up here. So I'm trying to figure out where I can plug things. I did a little thrifting yesterday because I wanted some lamps. So I got a couple of lamps that need to be plugged in somewhere in this corner. And this is the bookshelf that I had pointed out nobody has been using. So I want to take everything off of there. And I don't really have anything to put it in. I found one old math crate, like, lost in a closet that I could put some of this in to get it off the shelf because I cannot move these. These shelves are so heavy and metal, but somehow also kind of flexible. You can't, like, drag it with any amount of stuff on it. It, like, will not move. So I have to take everything off and pull it away from the wall because my outlet is there. I think I need to start with the outlet, start by plugging in what needs plugged in, and then figure out what furniture I need to set it on. I don't know. It's a little strange. I really don't know where I want to put things. The couch moves really easily. That's not heavy. And this doesn't weigh anything either. So I need to empty off this bookshelf and then see where I can go from there. But in thrifting news, I got one kind of living room style lamp. I don't know if you can see in the box. But like a brown base and like a square shade. And one student style. But this has a USB plugger in it, which is cool because nowhere in my room do I have USB pluggers. A couple of battery-operated candelabras to add to the dark academia-ness of it all. And then this whole reusable tote down here is books. It is, not standard practice to purchase library books secondhand or at thrift stores, but being that my library budget is $0, I do buy secondhand books if they're in good shape, and these are all in good shape and titles I don't already have. A couple of them are actually library bound with the special plastic covers and everything from other libraries and were discarded because they were no longer needed there, but they are needed here. And there's some more picture books in here and like a 3-slot organizer thing. I want to put the kids' writing portfolios in there, I think. Or at least some of the classes. I have more classes than this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 classes of students, and this only has 3 slots. But it'll work for some of the classes. And then down in here, I got one of these coffee cup warmer things. I've always wanted one of those. I've never had one before. Now I do. But I'll go clear this off and drag it around a little and see what happens. After rearranging and rearranging a bazillion times, I think this is what I'm going to try. My hand is in here covering up information that is still on a letterboard. I've got back there one of those big letterboards like you use to put everybody's name on at a school, and it still has everybody's name on it because I haven't taken it apart yet. But I turned the couch like this. It doesn't really block my line of sight because it's a pretty low couch. So I can see everybody who's sitting on it, and I can actually see what they're like reading and writing and working on, so that's kind of good. And then I put my little tiny lamp and my office style lamp up here because that lamp has like a pen holder in it, and that's really convenient. And my spooky little tree there. I'm going to cover this whiteboard better. And I left the dictionaries on this bookshelf, but the rest of it's empty. I'm going to put like the clipboards and the writing portfolios and whatever is needed to do the writing exercise for that week all here on this shelf. And then the flexible seating cushions are here. And this over here is the big letterboard for, it's like magnetic poetry, like we can write. I have all the letters, like a huge set of letters from this board that we can use to write. And then I put another lamp here this needs to be put away. But the blank back of this is for magnetic poetry. And then facing my fiction collection is bookshelves. I'm going to take the games off. I don't even know if I want the games out to begin the year. I might put new books or a display of chapter books over here. I'm not too sure yet what I'm going to put in those shelves, but it's a library. I'm certain I can find things. Maybe I'll put the graphic novels here because I started a single shelf of graphic novels last year and it has exploded and is way more than the shelf can handle. So maybe I'll put the graphic novels here. That's actually a good idea. I'll have to watch my own video later to review that fact that I'm going to put the graphic novels there. I got to move the trash cans. Nobody could ever find them over there last year, even when this room was arranged differently, so I can't put them there this year because no one will ever find them. And I am left with this giant star-shaped pillow that doesn't really fit over there anymore. And this little end table that also isn't a great fit over there anymore. Not sure where I'm going to put those things. So they're just floating in the middle of the room for now. I don't know if I want this here anymore either. I used to put kind of the weekly challenge there, but that's not really what's happening. It's kind of going to be over in the writing center on that bookshelf. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this end cap here. But this is the pile of stuff to figure out. I am tired and hot, and I'm going to go home because it's almost supper time, and that's what I need to do. But first, a quick little look at what I've gotten done today. Alright, you come in from the door. I decided to leave the couch like that for now. It'll look so much better when it has a new slip cover on it. But I covered up my janky whiteboard with, these are $1 tablecloths from Dollar Tree. Like lots of years ago, I picked up a bunch when they had their Halloween stuff out. I think they're supposed to be like wall coverings. I don't know. They're essentially a plastic tablecloth. But I folded one over a little bit and covered up my whole whiteboard that was not a real whiteboard with those. It's just a backdrop now. I don't need to stick anything there or hang anything there. The bookshelf stayed. I had an old wire bin that's the perfect width for clipboards. So I'm keeping a class set of clipboards in there. Their writing portfolios, I think, will slot into there. I've got some paper. I don't know what I want this magazine holder for, but I just put it there to see if it fit, and it does. Put some pencils in my lamp, put some colorful pens. These are also from the Dollar Tree. They're these gel pens that come in like a 10-pack. I just got 2 packs. These work really well. I got a pack for my kids, and even when they leave the caps off for like weeks at a time, they still work. So those are here if they want to use fun colored pens. My pencils are there. I don't know where I'm going to put my little tree, but it's not going to be there. Tuck that cord back away. So there's kind of the writing center materials. Those cushions are still just there in the corner. I hung up reading corner up there. And my new rules, I decided they were too wordy. And these are the same 3 rules I have always had in the library. I just condensed them down to single words. Like, we don't have to be completely silent, but we do need to act in a way that everybody else in the school can still function. And calm seems to be good for that. This also can incorporate, like, not crawling around on the floor and playing wild animals, and not leaping around playing the floor is lava, which are 2 common temptations for my children while they're in here. Kindness is about sharing, not fighting over books, not fighting over the flexible seating, all that kind of stuff. And clean. I always ask them to clean up after themselves. If they got anything out, put it away. If there are cushions out on the floor or whatever, to put them away, to pick up their writing supplies, not to leave a space messy. They're also allowed to eat in here sometimes. Some of them come during a snack break, so they need to clean up after themselves there. Okay, that's still just hanging out over here. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get the glass off the front. There's my gallery wall. The blinky lights were up before I just left them. And then I put all my magnetic poetry words out here. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but I ordered these. They were like sight words sets. And they all, they came pre-cut, but they were still connected to the border of their sheet. And I kept the borders because I thought they're kind of cool. Like maybe they can delineate areas. Like different kids can write different couplets or poems and put them in their own separate boxes. You know, they don't go together. And I separated out all the punctuation marks because they're so small and put them in this magnetic tin from the Dollar Tree. So when you're, wanting a punctuation mark, you can just go in here instead of hunting through all these magnets. And the smaller ones are the ones that usually fall on the floor and stuff. Instead of that, there's just a tin of punctuations. So that's how far I am. That's where we're at for today. We shall see what I get done next with the giant pile that I'm looking at over there of like furniture and books and old reference materials that I don't need anymore. We'll see, but I'm pleased with the reading corner the way it is for now. I might put a rug in here. That would be cool. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you next time.